Let's try a more complicated version of polynomial long division. So last time we were just working with pretty easy stuff that's easy to factor. And yeah, when it's a quadratic like that, you can always just factor it by completing the square. But what about when you have this nasty, like, x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th minus x cubed plus x minus 5, something like that. There's no way you're going to be able to complete any square or cube thing on that. That's ridiculous. So we want to divide that by x squared plus 1, something like that. So we'll just set up the long division. X squared plus 1 goes into x to the 5th plus 2x to the 4th minus x cubed plus x minus 5. Alright, so we'll just start it off. So how many times does x squared go into x to the 5th? Well, that's x cubed. And x cubed times this is x to the 5th plus x cubed. Now, I find it really helpful to line up your x things here, because it's just less confusing that way. You can just subtract down the column. So these cancel. You've got 2x to the 4th there, minus x cubed. We're subtracting another x cubed, so it doesn't cancel out. It's minus another. So that's minus 2x cubed. Then bring down the plus x minus 5. Now x squared plus 1, how many times does x squared go into 2x to the 4th? Well, that's plus 2x squared. That way we get 2x to the 4th there. And then this becomes 2x squared also. So you'll notice there's no 2x squared term here. So we treat it as a 0x squared actually. So you see there's actually kind of an advantage to writing the 0 terms. What I mean by that is writing out explicitly 0x squared plus x minus 5. That way we can just keep it down the line in the column. So we'll move this 2x squared over to be down the line with this 0. So 2x squared. Okay, now these cancel. We've got negative 2x cubed. And then 0x squared minus 2x squared. So that's minus 2x squared. And then bring down our plus x minus 5. How many times does x squared plus 1 go into negative 2x cubed? Well, that's negative 2x, because negative 2x times this makes this term. Then we've got a minus 2x here. So these cancel out. Remember, we're subtracting all this stuff, so actually we can just think about change the sign of this, and add down the column so that these cancel out. Minus 2x squared, and then minus x minus 5. I'm going to write this up here because we're running out of room. Minus 2x squared minus x minus 5. Okay, then how many times does x squared go into minus 2x squared? Well, that's minus 2. So multiply that minus 2x squared minus 2. We're subtracting, so we'll just change these two positives and add down the column. These cancel. Minus x minus 3. So that's our remainder. So our final answer then is all this stuff, and then we can write the remainder as a fraction. So x cubed plus 2x squared minus 2x minus 2 plus negative x minus 3 over the thing that we were dividing by, the x squared plus 1. So this is our final answer then. So things to keep in mind, just don't be too confused by any additional terms here or any powers here. You need to look at what do you multiply the highest degree term here to get to the highest degree term in here, and you do that every time. Just subtracting again. So this is minus and then another minus. Remember, you're minusing the minus, that cancels out. And remember to align down the columns and put in your zero terms, so that way you can keep it in lines down the columns.